as I keep practicing Christianity, I think now came a lesson that's just, it's probably going to be the most difficult one for me. And that is learning to love other people and learning to forgive. I watched a few Father Spyridon videos, and if you're not subscribing to him on YouTube or following on Instagram, I highly recommend going and doing that. But he made a few videos. One of them was, how can we forgive people who hurt us? I think that's what it's called. And the other one is something else. I can't remember the name, but I'm going to try to link it in the description down below. But in these few videos, and in the New Testament, of course, where Jesus talks about forgiving enemies, and in the next chapter or subchapter about not judging, now it came into my life that I need to practice these things a lot. There are a few incidents in my university where I have to, it hurts a lot, because when people hurt you with their words, let's say, our initial reaction is always to fight back, instantly try to one up the other person's insults. Like if somebody calls you stupid, you're instantly gonna go and do that even worse. You're gonna call him other names or something like that. However, in Christianity, as I keep going, I'm learning that you not only need to learn how to keep your mouth shut or just act with others with love and grace, but also do it with a full heart, like not pretending to do that. Now, of course, I'm thinking that there's going to be steps like this, because there are a few times where those specific people hurt me and I had to fight back my initial instinct. But the last 2 times when I actually tried to practice this, I just let them have their way. I'm not going to say anything like that to them, because that means I'm becoming like them. But in Christianity, and Jesus teaches that we need to not feel anger, not feel guilt, not feel shame when somebody insults us, but actually feel bad for it. Now, I think that's like the next level, which I haven't reached fully yet. But if you think about it, and that's what Father Spyridon also said, it's when somebody insults you, when somebody does something evil to you, that means they're sinning. That means they're sinning. And usually if they do this, they're not following Jesus. Or maybe they are, but just in general, usually it's somebody who doesn't believe, just insults you, belittles you or something like that, and then they go on about their life, or keep repeating that. But we need to understand that in the day of judgment, we're going to be judged, of course. And that means if that person does something like that to you, where does their soul stand at the day of judgment? So this is that third level. Father Spyridon keeps speaking. I'm sorry, I keep referencing a video which I don't remember the name from, but he initially said there's 3 levels of meekness. I think that's what it's called. So first one is to forgive. Second one is to do with the full heart. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this too correctly. I'm really sorry, guys. But the third one I really remember is about feeling bad for that person and praying for that person with full heart, because you have to understand that they're sinning, but they don't understand that. You need to be, Father, forgive them, for they do not understand. And it's not something to belittle them or be like, haha, as a revenge, oh yeah, doesn't matter, go on, do what you want, you're gonna go to hell or something like that. No, it's like actual feelings of sadness for them, because if we keep thinking of the reality, that's the day of judgment, eternity of either being in the presence of God or suffering in hell. So, of course, I'm not at that level yet, but I'm trying as much as I can, just praying for a softer heart, praying to not lash out. And I remember a few times that person tried to humiliate me. Few days I felt bad a lot inside. I keep thinking of scenarios in my head of maybe revenge or maybe saying back that, saying that. But all of these are just the devil whispering. That's what I'm understanding, because actually you need to just accept it, explain to that person, like, alone, just explain how they are acting, and I've already explained that to them. But if they keep acting like this, you just got to say God bless and move on. Like, I can't be I think the way I reacted in myself, feeling all this shame and stuff, because all my life I was that person who doesn't believe and just keeps, whenever somebody insults you, I insult them back. Of course, when I was practicing Stoicism, I was more ignoring them. But Jesus teaches that we don't need to ignore this person. We shouldn't. We should feel guilt and bad for him or her, because they are sinning and they're not understanding that. And we as Christians understand the weight of the sin. So yeah, and going back to that pain, I was saying I'm feeling that anxiety. I think that comes from, actually it's a good thing. I'm thinking like that, because I think that means I'm getting more humility, humbleness, and more ego death. Now, I'm not sure if I believe still that there can be complete ego death fully, but I think it's a good thing, because that means instead of trying to insult that person and both of us are mad at each other, I can think of ways to maybe do something good for that person, or maybe have them feel better. Just act through God's will, through Jesus' will, do good things to them, and maybe they can see that being like this is not the only solution to life, not to just lash out at people, but maybe there's something more. Maybe there's something good out there. So forgive others, guys. I know it's hard, really hard. For me, at least, it's really hard. But I'm trying to forgive others. I'm trying to learn how to have a softer heart and let more love into my life. God bless everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.